Peace, everyone. It's your girl Tay Faye coming at you again with another magical video. In this video, we're going to be doing something a little different. I'll actually be showing you all how I make infused cannabis oil. This oil can be used in cakes, brownies. It can be used when you're cooking breakfast, dinner. So it's pretty much a versatile oil that you can use in pretty much anything to make edibles for yourself. I love weed. No. But seriously, I really do enjoy being able to infuse my oils. I also like using, there's a bunch of different other herbs you can use to infuse oil. You can use any type of herbs that you like, honestly. And you can pretty much use this same method when it comes to infusing any type of oil or butter. You can even use butter as well. So let's get to it. So what you're going to need is a bottle of olive oil, or you can even use butter. But when it comes to butter, you just have to make sure that it is, I believe it's unsalted butter. I can never remember if it's salted or unsalted, but I guess it don't really matter. So I have 64 ounces of olive oil pomace. And this is from Vilona. I ordered this off of Amazon. It was like, I believe this was like 30 bucks. Then I also have 14 ounces of my herbs. As you can see here, I weighed it out. I got me a nice little food scale, so I weighed it out. And this is just a bunch of different flowers that I've been saving to make edibles with. And then you want to have you a pan or just like a sheet of aluminum foil. You can pretty much put your flour. So the reason for this pan is so you can be able to decarb your cannabis. The decarb process is what activates the THC in your cannabis. So it's basically applying some type of heat to it to activate the THC in the cannabis. So I have my cannabis flower here. I'm going to dump it in here. Ooh, it smells so good already. I smell it. I love it. It's very nice, very nice. And you just want to spread that out. So all of it, I think I still got a little bit of nugs. Also, before you put your flour or herbs in your pan, you want to make sure that it's grinded up. Not too grinded to where it's like powdery, but you want to make sure that it's pretty grinded so that your THC is getting activated really good. So I have my flour spread out in my pan, and then I also have my oven back here set onto 240 degrees, and basically you want to let that preheat for a little bit, and then you put this in there. And I say honestly, usually when I do this, I usually leave it in the oven for maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes, but honestly 15 minutes should be pretty good. But if you want to just be sure, but you know, you also don't want to over heat your cannabis. So you want to come over to the oven, put your flour in there, and we are going to move on to the next step while that is decarbolizing. Decarbolizing. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. The next materials you want to make sure that you have is I like to use a glass bowl. And then this will be our double boiler. Then you want to make sure you have a pot. This is what we use for our double boiler. So you want to make sure that you put water in your pot. I'm going to fill this up with some water. Okay, so we got our water filled up. This is what it looks like. And then we're going to put it on the stove. Okay, and then you want to have your clean glass bowl, and what you're going to do is you're going to set this on top so that this is what you're going to be infusing your flour and your oil into. And I'm going to show you guys a little closer too in a second. So after our cannabis or our flower herbs, whatever herbs you're using, after your herbs are um, finished in or finished decarbing, then you're going to pour your flower into the oil. But we're going to take a second, let our flour decarboxylate, and we're going to go on break. All right, y'all, while we are waiting for our cannabis to decarb, I thought we roll up a little bit, chat a little bit. So I wanted to give you all a little bit of a preview as to what I had in store for this upcoming spring and moving forward in my entrepreneurship. So I will be offering microdose meditation sessions. I actually plan on starting a program with mothers. Um, and this program is going to be for everyone, but I really want the intention and it really to be pushed for mothers because moms are one of the biggest teachers in this world, and we're in a energy shift of people waking up and people realizing the things that they need to come to terms with for their self and their evolution. And I want to get to a point to where I can help people shift their mindset into coming into a awareness of mind, body, soul, spirit, and being able to integrate plant medicine into their personal journeys. So I want to initiate the program Triple M, where it's microdosing meditation. And what I will be providing in this program is women being able to come to my home, and I will offer a healthy breakfast as well as a microdose tea and as well as a sound bowl healing meditation. And what this will do is just give women a chance to just pause. Take a second to just pause and really be aware of themselves, their mind, their feelings. Because a lot of the times we are so busy being these different identities, whether it be a mother, whether I don't have children, but I know what it's like to raise children because I've worked with children pretty much my whole life. And being able to shift out of being the mother, being the teacher, being the wife, being the worker, whatever you do, because you a lot of the times each and every one of us is pulled into different identities and pulled into being different versions of ourselves. But essentially, we have to come back to core, to the heart, and realize those things that actually bring us joy, that bring us peace, that bring us serenity. And sometimes that takes for us to have a moment of solitude. Sometimes it takes for us to have a moment of clarity in a safe space, in a space that you can let go and you can release. But it takes for you to want that, but a lot of people don't. Some people don't even know that they need that, like some women are so, they're so in much in their superpower of being all those things that they don't know how to just come to terms with things that they really may be hiding deep down inside. And so a lot of the time some of us aren't even aware of our emotions until we take a moment to just pause and listen to ourselves, listen to our heart, listen to our mind, and expand our consciousness. But like I said, there's a shift happening in the world. Don't judge me. I'm using my little scale to roll. There is a shift happening in the world, and we all are unveiling different parts of ourselves. And this is another reason why I'm starting my the segment beyond the mask because I want people to be able to share those stories of experiencing a time in a period where they had a major shift in their mind, their consciousness, their heart, their awareness, and they were able to really integrate the medicine into their life. And it showed them something deep. It showed them something deeper about themselves and their heart and what they may have been holding on to, and something maybe they needed to release or let go of. Sometimes it really takes for sacrifice for us to really just shed layers of ourselves. But if we don't want to shed layers, and if we don't want to kind of step out of the dark and then more into the light, then it causes us to keep beating parts of ourselves down that want to shine. So I really I want to step more into my power by helping others step into their power. And I know that sometimes it really takes for me to even understand what that looks like. I don't want to be anybody's Jesus. I don't want to be anybody's savior. I don't want to be anybody's, but I just want to be like, hey, bruh, there's more to life. I want to be one of those people who, I am one of those people, and I want to continue to push um uh more of a narrative of what love is really. That's all I'm about. I'm about love. Like, I don't care about nothing else. People I was just recently, you know, talking to this guy, and I was just explaining, like, I'm about love. Like, I'm not about the foolishness. I'm just not. I'm not about foolishness. I don't want to deal with people who are still trying so hard to hold on to their egos, or, you know, just really trying so hard to hold on to just certain identities that they don't even really understand. It just makes them feel like something or somebody. And I'm just like, dude, I'm about I'm more about depth of the heart. And I'm not saying that you aren't. I'm just saying, like, we all want love, like, at least I do. At least I do. 1 second. Had a phone call. My sister. Supposed to be going to go get pho with my sister. If you ever have pho, you know that it's so good. Pho, pho, pho. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'll be having people correct me, and I'll be like, "You're not Vietnamese." Let the Vietnamese person correct me. Like, let them correct me. I don't need you to correct. You don't know. Like, you don't know. All right. So as the cannabis is in decarbing, we are going to pour our oil, and I'm gonna bring y'all a little bit closer. Baby, come closer now. Baby, come closer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pour my olive oil into. Oh my goodness, I got weed under my nails and stuff. And stuff like that. All right, so as you can see, I'm pouring my da 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 da. And we're gonna pour this whole bottle in here because guess what? We are sharing. Sharing is caring. Not Karen, but caring. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna pour that in there. Make sure all of that is in there. We don't want to waste a drop because this shit was $30. It's actually a good deal for. All right, we just got a few more minutes when it comes to decarbon our flour. yeah, I really enjoy this is probably one of my most favorite things to do besides making my infused edibles. Like I love just the process of infusing the oil. And this is my first time, like I said, infusing cannabis oil. So we gonna see how it goes. See, you gonna see. Cannabis with tay. Cannabis. No, I'm just I'm not gonna bite anyone's style. Here. Make up my own. Cannabis with tay. Cannabis. I think all women like to twerk. You know what's interesting? I think that like you're automatically accused of being like a slut if you twerk. Like automatically, like all women like to twerk. I don't care who you are. My great grandma was twerking, bro. Like she used to stand in front of the front door and be like she'll just be gyrating for no reason sometimes. And I'd be like, "What are you doing?" And she'll be like, "Look at me with a straight face, gyrating." And I'll be like, that's exactly who I want to be when I get older. But we got a countdown. We got a countdown. All right, all right. Pink papers, if you want it. Pink papers. Rosy. Good. I used to really enjoy it. I think it's because I didn't stuff it as tight, but because when it's not stuffed tight, it's like a throat buster. Magically delicious. Okay, so that is our timer. I was supposed to do a countdown. I didn't do it, but it's all right because it's ready. All right, bitch. I get it. All right, y'all. So just gotta find my little. Y'all like my little oven mitt? Ohana. It means family. Nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Sometimes you might forget people. I know people that forget their children all the time. All right, and it's smelling like the marijuana in here. All right, so I'm gonna bring y'all a little bit closer so y'all can see. As you can see, Exhibit A, and I'm recording on my front camera, so you probably can't see as good as I like you to, but this is our flour. And now we're going to, as you can see, it's like a little more brown, a little bit more crispy. So now we're going to put our flour into the oil. And when it comes to the oil, you want to make sure I like to put it at a lower temperature, especially like this is going to be infusing for I like to infuse mine for about typically 5 to 7 hours. You can do 8 hours. You can do it as long as you want. Hell, you can do it overnight in a damn crock pot if you really want to. But you just want to make sure you because the longer you do it, the more potent that your oil is going to be. Now some people don't like their oil that potent, but it's really depending on up to you on how potent you want it. But just make sure that you don't overheat it. Now I know this olive oil can get to a high boiling point, but I believe that you can like overcook you don't want to fry your flour, basically is what I'm saying. So we're just going to put y'all can see, I'm gonna take this out of here. It's not really hot, so plus this is aluminum foil. Like aluminum foil doesn't really burn like that. And we're gonna take this and we're just gonna pour all right, so I poured it back into like that little blue bowl. And as you can see, I can show it a little better now. This is what it looks like. And then you're gonna just pour this into your oil. Sprinkle, sprinkle, bitch. And now it's just going to fall to the bottom. And this is 14 grams, so it's a half ounce for 64 ounces. And I might actually add, because we don't want the oil to be like, if you're cooking with it, you really, and it's olive oil, so like I wouldn't want it to be too strong, but you know, have something light, have more of a micro dose. It's gonna be good. What's 64 divided by 14? Let's see. All right, y'all, so I added some more flour. I added about 6 more grams of flour because I looked up the ratio. So it's 20 grams of flour in 64 ounces, which is actually still not really a lot. You're actually supposed to use an ounce for every 16. No, excuse me. Yes, an ounce of cannabis or flour for every 16 ounces, but this is only 20 for 64, but that's fine. That just means we're gonna leave it even longer, and we're gonna put this on the lowest setting, and we're just going to, this is really, now that you can see this close up, this is pretty much what this looks like when it comes to like the double boiler setup. So you got your pot, there's water in there, and then you have your bowl that has your liquid, and this is your infusion. So we're gonna wait about 8 hours, and then we're gonna come back, and then I'm gonna show you all the final product. All right, y'all, it has been a couple of hours. Just thought I'd give y'all a quick update on the oil. So yeah, it is getting really fucking green, and I love it. It looks really good, it smells really good, and you also want to make sure that you're continuously stirring throughout the time of infusion, because it just kind of helps with the infusion. So just make sure you're stirring every couple of hours. And I think it's around 6 right now, and I'm gonna let this infuse to around 10 o'clock. Probably I will go ahead and strain it out, but stay tuned. What is popping, everyone? Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this part of the video really quickly because I've been doing a bunch of stuff, and it's nighttime now. It's about to be 12 o'clock in the next day in the AM. So I'm about to hurry up and try to get this part finished. But all we're doing now is just separating the herb from the oil that we infuse. And we're gonna get it done because your girl got ready to lay my body down. So you want to make sure that you have 2 separate things for this. I have a separate pot, not pot, but bowl, a little bowling bowl. I want to make sure it's clean. I'm about to clean that out. And then you want to make sure you have something called cheesecloth. Cheesecloth you can buy. I bought this off Amazon. You could get it from like Harris Teeter. And I usually just take it. And this cheesecloth isn't, it's not too big. So I'm just going to put this around this and let this sit in here like that. And then once we have our oil inside, we're going to pick this up, and then we're going to kind of just squeeze this out and let all of the oil come out. So let's do that. Clean. I like to work in the clean areas. The clean areas. Okay, so we let our oil infuse for about, what was that? I infused it around 4:30, so we let it infuse for around 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, close to 8 hours, which is actually what I wanted to do. Since we wasn't using that much flour in ratio to our oil. Excuse me, y'all, I'm a little tired. So let's pour this in here. Or actually, no. I wanted to wash this out a little bit. Wash this out. Because I don't want no extra little particles. You plan on like selling anything or anything of that nature, right? We got a clean bowl. And then we're just going to put our cheesecloth over this. And then we are going to I feel like this is a bad idea, but we're going to test it out. And see how much of a bad idea it really is. So we're just going to pour it in there. Pour it in here. And we're just going to pour all of it in there because you want to be able to squeeze the oil out of your flour as well. So that you get all of that. This bowl is still a little hot, so try not to touch the bottom of it because that's where it's really hot. I'm going to get a spoon to kind of get the little scrabblies out of there. Oh, let's just use the spoon. Okay. And just going to tuck that in there like that. Get all of the flour out of there. And now here's the fun part. Here's the figgity fun part. Now we get to actually, as I think about this oil is probably really hot. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to probably let this just sit overnight. I'm going to put it in the fridge. And then in the morning, I'm going to wring it out. That way it doesn't burn my hands. And also, because it might not be too hot, but I don't want to put my fingers all up in it. Actually, we can do this. I'm going to test the temperature just in case we can wring it out if it's not too hot. I just don't want to take precaution. Make sure that you take precaution when you're handling stuff. I'm going to take a little bit. Oh, no, it's actually not hot at all. So now you want to take your cheesecloth. We're just going to pull it together as like this. Don't let it slip. A little bit of herbage slipped out, but it's all right. And then we're just going to squeeze it. Now, really, too, I knew this oil was damn hot. Now, too, what you can also do is you can take, if it is hot, you can take 2 spoons and squeeze it together, or you can like just take your spoon and since this oil is hot as hell, and luckily it's olive oil, so it's not like, that ain't that hot. Must not be a little biatch. That hot. It's actually kind of nice feeling. Just squeeze it, wring it. Your hands are going to get oily when you do this, unless you put on like some gloves or something. But my hands are clean, my energy's clean. So we're gonna squeeze this clean. All right, squeeze it, making a mess. but it's all right because we want to make sure we get all of our infusion out of there. Just squeeze it good, squeeze it great, squeeze it amazingly. And there you have it, folks. Now, I'm going to throw this away, this cheesecloth, but you want to make sure I got all of my oils out of there. All right, just throw this cheesecloth away. Soap, because soap breaks up oil. And there you have it, folks. Some amazing, my hair looking crazy. Some amazing, let me just bring y'all closer so you can see our results. And there you have it. Some amazing cannabis oil. I'm going to be separating these and putting them in these lovely jars, which I will either maybe record that process or not record that process. I'm not sure yet, but there you have it. Wonderful, beautiful cannabis oil. You can use this for your desserts, for your dinner, for your infused, you know, whatever you like to do. You can put it on your body, lick it off, whatever it is. But we have it. Voila. Ta-da. And then you can speak some prayer words. I'll probably play a little bit of sound healing. I like to do some sound healing over my things because I think that it infuses and it influences the vibration of the product. So we're going to do that. And yeah. But peace to y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for watching my channel. Thank you for your support. And thank you for overall just being here with me on my journey. And I hope that, you know, my videos help you. And I hope that it helps you understand how to use your herbal medicine more and just help you expand in that. If you have any comments, questions, or anything, please don't be afraid to email me and drop comments below. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Love y'all. Peace. Good night. I feel like Tay the scientist up in this biatch. It's so cute. What's poppin', everyone? Good morning. So I thought I'd just come and show you all the bottles that I filled up with the sorry if you can't hear me. I don't have my microphone on right now, but I just wanted to show y'all real quick the bottles that I was able to fill up with my cannabis oil. Now I do have a lot more oil to go that I'm going to be filling up the rest of the bottles with. So I want to say I can at least fill up 8 bottles, if I'm not mistaken, with the 64 ounces, because these are all 8 ounces. So of course, 8 divided by 64, or 64 divided by 8 is gonna be 8. So the math ain't mathing. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, we just want to make sure we got all that oil out. And I will have these bottles for sale. If anyone is interested, I do shipping. So yep, just like, subscribe, let me know what your thoughts are. Just wanted to show you guys my bottles that I was able to make out of this. They're so cute. I love them so much. They're all not even, but it's cool. So thanks guys. Thank you. Like, subscribe. Have a great day.